Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain something every aspiring network engineer must know: network devices and cables. We'll explore each one in detail, what they do, why we use them, and where you'll find them in real networks. Whether you are studying for CCNA, working in IT support, or just curious, this is for you. So let's take a quick look at what we'll be covering in this video. Introduction to network devices and cables, types of network devices, types of network cables, when and where to use each of one of them, comparison table for devices and cables, and summary and key takeaways. So let's get started. Why understanding devices and cables is important? Because it is the foundation of every network. It helps in troubleshooting and designing the networks, and it is essential for CCNA, IT support, and networking jobs. So devices and cables are the hardwares. Without them, network can't function. They help to travel data from one point to another point, manages data, traffic, and it provides security and ensures the communication between systems. Without them, there is no way that your laptop to talk to your printer or your mobile is accessing network. The next one is router. A router is the device that connects your local area network to the different network, usually internet. So it connects the different networks together and it forwards the data based on IP addresses. Here are two different networks, and this is where a router comes in and it connects two different networks together, and it forwards that packet based on IP address. And it is used in homes, office, and ISPs. And router operates at layer 3 of OSI model. So this is the router, and as you can see these are the ports where cables we connect the cables, Ethernet cables, console cables, we can connect them. It has its own routing table. Information store करता है routing table में. It takes the decisions and forward the packet. Next we have switch. A switch connects multiple devices within the local area network, and it uses MAC address to forward the data, and it is a smart and efficient compared to hub. Switch connect करता है multiple devices को within the same area. It forwards frame by using MAC address, which is a physical address. As compared to hub, it is more intelligent and efficient. It works at layer 2 of OSI model, and it maintains the MAC address table, which also known as a CAM table, content address memory table. In my previous video, I already covered the CAM table and switch forwarding. You can check it out. But switch को हम कहाँ यूज़ कर सकते हैं? As a LAN, ऑफिस में, एंड जो इंटरप्राइज नेटवर्क होते हैं वहाँ पे हम स्विच को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. वाई वी यूज़ देम? बिकॉज फॉर द इंटरनल कम्युनिकेशन, just like your office, PCs, printer are connected to the switch. So this is the switch, and you can see ports. Hub is a basic device that broadcasts the data to all ports, and it has no filter or intelligence. It rarely used now, mostly replaced by switches. So hub is the basic networking device, and it broadcasts data to all ports, all devices, which is connected to hub. Hub works on layer 1 of OSI model, which is physical layer, Because a hub for broadcasts the data to all ports, it can causes a collision and network congestion. That's why we are using switch now. Access point. It enables wireless devices to connect to a wired LAN. It operates at a layer 2 of the OSI model, sometimes in layer 3 if routing is included, and it is used for Wi-Fi zones, homes, offices and cafes. ये वायरलेस डिवाइसेस को कनेक्ट करता है वायर्ड नेटवर्क से, and it acts as a bridge between Wi-Fi and Ethernet, and it uses SSID broadcasting and VPA2 and 3 encryption. It doesn't assign IP, so it needs DSCP server or router. So ये कहाँ पे यूज़ होता है? होम्स, ऑफिसेस एंड cafes and schools. And why we use it? To support wireless devices. Next we have modem. It modulates and demodulates digital data, and it connects a home and office network to ISP, and it needed for internet access. So modem is a network device that connects your local area network to your ISP, and it converts the digital data from your router to analog signals and vice versa. It often combined with a router in home setups, and where we use modem, every entry point of the internet of your home and offices. सो होम और ऑफिस में जितने भी एंट्री पॉइंट होते हैं इंटरनेट के, तो वहाँ पे हम मोडेम यूज़ करते हैं. Modem stands for modulator and demodulator. I forgot that in start. So firewall, it monitors and controls incoming and outgoing traffic. It acts as a filter for traffic. It protects against unauthorized access, and it can be hardware or software based. Firewall protect करता है नेटवर्क को from unauthorized access by filtering incoming and outgoing traffic based rules. So this is the Palo Alto firewall. It works at a layer 3 and layer 4 of the OSI model. It uses ACL, access control list, and SPI, stateful packet inspection. And it can be hardware and software based, because it can be hardware like this device, Palo Alto device. It can be a software on OS. So हम इसे कहाँ पे यूज़ कर सकते हैं? Between LAN and internet. Why we use a firewall? To secure network. So for example, like a Cisco ASA and Palo Alto firewall and FortiGate. Network interface card is a hardware inside PCs, laptops and servers, and it connects devices to networks via Ethernet and Wi-Fi. And it has a unique MAC address, which is known as a physical address of the device. It can be wired Ethernet or wireless Wi-Fi. So see this image, this is a network interface card. This is PCI connection, and this is a Ethernet port where Ethernet cable we can plug in, and it works at a layer 2 of OSI model. तो ये कहाँ पे यूज़ होता है? In every PCs, printer and IoT devices. And why we use it? For the physical address, MAC address, and to access data link layer, second layer. Next we have network cables. What are network cables? Network cables are the physical pathway for data. Data travels in it, and it games in different types depending on the speed, distance and environment. Ethernet cables. Ethernet cables are mostly used for a LAN, local area network, and it is a copper cable. And as you can see this image, these are the Ethernet cables. Cables speed is Cat 5 is up to 1 Gbps for 100 meters, Cat 6 up to 10 Gbps for 50 meters, and Cat 6A for 10 Gbps for 100 meters, and it has a RJ45 connectors. Where we use these cables, we can use this cable at home, offices and school for a LAN connection. And why we use this cable? Because this is cost effective and easy to install. And next we have a fiber optic cable. It transmits data as a light, and it is very high speed and long distance and used in backbone and ISP connections. Fiber optic cables uses light to transmit the data, and they are extremely fast and immune to interference. So this is the fiber cable's structure. This is a core, and around that there is a cladding. After that there is a coating around it, and ऊपर एक strengthen member आता है और फिर outer jackal आता है. तो इस तरह से ये लेयरिंग है फाइबर ऑप्टिक केबल्स की. ठीक है. There are two types of cables, single mode and multi mode. So single mode fiber is for a long distance, and it is very costly, and it uses laser light, while multi-mode fiber is for short distance, and it is cheaper, and it uses LED light. Its speed is to 10 Gbps to 100 Gbps and beyond it, and this works at a layer 1 of the OSI model. तो ये डेटा सेंटर्स और लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ISPs कनेक्शन के लिए यूज़ होते हैं. क्यों यूज़ होते हैं? फॉर हाई स्पीड and low loss. So use this cable as a backbone of the network. Console cable. It is used to configure network devices like a Cisco, and it is connected to PC to device console port. Console cable is used for directly connect to PC to Cisco device for configuration. This is the console cable. This is the RJ45 connector. This is pin. Okay. This is the device. Okay. Here are the console port where this RJ45 connector will connect, and it is used with a terminal software like a putty, and no IP address is required for this because it is used in boot or recovery scenarios. So basically the console cable is used for troubleshooting and for device setup. Okay. By using this cable we can access CLI on switches and routers. तो अगर आप network admin है तो you must have these console cable for the troubleshooting and the device setup. Devices and cable comparison. Let's summarize everything in one place. So devices handles roles like routing, switching and securing, while cable handles the transport of data. Choose your tool based on network size, speed and distance. So this is the chart. Router you can use in LAN to WAN, and its speed is very high, and it is a wired and wireless. Switch is used in LAN, and it is also very high speed, and it is a wired. Access point is a Wi-Fi. As a Wi-Fi इसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं, और इसकी speed है medium to high, and it is a wireless. Cat 6 cable is a Ethernet cable एज ए ईथरनेट इसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं। इसकी स्पीड है 1 Gbps एंड इट इज़ अ वायर्ड केबल। And fiber optics is the backbone, greater than 1 Gbps, and it is a wired. So these are the basics you should know for choosing the right device for the right network. Example topology in packet tracer. So as you can see this image, PC is connected to switch, and then the switch is connected to router. After that, router is connected to modem and then cloud. And here is a AP access point. These devices are wireless, but AP allows them to connect with the wired network. Then there is a one device between the internet and a router called modem. It will convert the digital signal from routers. यहाँ से जो digital signals जाएंगे उसको वो यहाँ से convert करके analog signals में convert कर देगा। इसी तरह से analog signals को यहाँ पे digital signals में convert कर देगा। And the cables we are using for the connection is the Ethernet cables and fiber cables. These are the cables and devices, how they are connected and how our network work. So let's quickly recap what we learned. Right device and right cables makes a reliable network. Routers, switches, APs have a unique roles. Ethernet, fiber, console cables serve different needs. So use the right device for the right job. Routers for connections, switches for local traffic, and firewall for protection. Choose cable based on speed, distance, and reliability. For high performance networks, mix Ethernet and fiber cables, and don't forget the basics like console cables and network interface card, which is essential. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful and if you understand the cables and devices better, subscribe to my channel and comment below if you want me to cover any specific topic. See you in the next video.